We begin with breaking news.
We continue to learn new details about the deadly mass shooting in downtown Sacramento.
And more than 36 hours ago, shots rang out on K Street. 18 people were shot, 6 of them killed. And today, police have one person in custody in connection with the mass shooting, but they're still looking for other people involved.
Investigators have been working on this around the clock since the shooting happened around 2 o'clock yesterday morning. The search for answers continues, and at the same time, families are mourning the deaths of their loved ones. Today, the coroner released the names of the 6 people killed.
And they are 21-year-old Jontea Alexander, 57-year-old Melinda Davis, 38-year-old Sergio Harris,
21-year-old Yamile Martinez Andrade, 32-year-old Joshua Hoy Lucchese, and 29-year-old Devasia Turner.
It is really important to me that we do this right and get justice for those families. We also have some additional information that we discovered from the scene that I can share. So we now know that at least 3 buildings were hit and 3 cars were also hit by gunfire, and we've recovered well over 100 casings from the scene. So we know that there were a lot of shots fired that night, and hence the complexity of the investigation. I just wanted to share that with the public.
We have live team coverage on this mass shooting. Let's begin with KCRA 3 Investigates Brittany Johnson. So, Brittany, you've been looking into the man in custody right now. What have you found?
Well, DeAndre Martin was booked into the Sacramento County Jail on charges of assault and illegal firearm possession. Jail records show Martin has an outstanding warrant out of Riverside County. The warrant is for a misdemeanor domestic violence charge. KCRA 3's Ty Steele sat down with the police chief today for the latest on the investigation and Martin's arrest.
As you know, this is a complex investigation, and we're looking for multiple suspects, and so we're currently working to identify what his role was the night of the shooting.
Again, we don't know how DeAndre Martin was involved with the shooting. He's being held right now without bail and is scheduled to be in court tomorrow. Now, after police arrested Martin today, SWAT and detectives served search warrants at 3 residences. They recovered at least 1 handgun. Reporting live in the newsroom, Brittany Johnson, KCRA 3 News.
Brittany, thank you for the latest information.
3 men and 3 women were killed in the mass shooting, and we now know the names of all 6 people, their ages ranging from 21 to 57. We have spoken to some of the families of the 6 killed. Aaron Heft joins us live now. And Aaron, you spoke to the father of 21-year-old Jontea Alexander. What did he have to say?
Yeah, Jontea Alexander's dad describes her as loving and full of joy and full of spirit and life. She was just down here down K Street over the weekend to pick up her sister from a club when she was shot and killed. These pictures were shared with us from the Alexander family. They want the world to know Jontea was just starting life as an adult. They say she was coming into her own. She was renting her first apartment and had a dream of one day becoming a social worker, but that dream ended early Sunday morning.
The gunshots just rang out just like it was a war zone, and she wasn't able to run too far before she just went down. And her sister thought it was her knee, because she had a pre-existing knee injury, and she thought it was her knee, and she asked her, "Is it your knee?" And she was like, "No." And next thing you know, she said she just started gargling up blood and took her last breath.
The family said they never thought that they would have to think about life insurance and using that for their 21-year-old daughter. She's the youngest of all of their children, the baby of their family. Now they have to work to put the baby of their family to rest. We'll have more information coming up at 5 from the Alexander family, but until then, in Sacramento, Aaron Heft, KCRA 3 News.
The more we learn about these victims, just the more heartbreaking it gets, really. Aaron, thank you so much.
And another person who was killed is 32-year-old Joshua Hoy Lucchese. KCRA 3's Maricela de la Cruz spoke with his mother. Maricela?
Yeah, Joshua Hoy lived here in Sacramento. He was also another person who died in this shooting. Now, earlier today, we were at his mother's house in Tahoe Park, and she was telling us some of the details about it, the way that she found out about her son's death. Now, she says she was contacted at around 2:45 a.m. Sunday by his son's girlfriend. She was the one who notified him about his death, and then she says she later confirmed that information at the Sacramento City Hall. We know that that place has been established as an information center for families of those victims. Now, she says she still hasn't been able to make it out here to the scene of the shooting. Let's go ahead and listen to what she had to say.
I want the person that did this to know you will be caught. You will get caught for what you've done to my son and those 5 other people, or 18 people, period.
And she says that they are still planning those funeral arrangements. They already have an idea of where they want his viewing to be held and where she thinks that she will lay his body to rest. Now, he leaves behind 6 children, 5 girls, 1 boy, all under the age of 9. Live in Sacramento, Marisela de la Cruz, KCRA 3 News.
Marisela, thank you.
There is now an assistance center at Cal Expo this week to support any families affected by the shooting. That will be from 8:30 in the morning to 5 in the evening every day until Friday, but that may change. You are asked to use the Lot D entrance. The center will be staffed by victim witness advocates and the American Red Cross emotional support team. And tonight, the community will come together for a vigil to remember the 6 people killed and the 12 people injured. A few hours ago, I spoke one-on-one with Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg about the rise in gun violence.
There is an uptick in crime and in violent crime. It's not unique to Sacramento. And yes, people should be concerned. We're all concerned. The question is, what do we do about it? Well, I'm against any notion of defunding the police. I think the police play a very, very important role in protecting our community, but they can't do it alone. It has to be a real partnership.